All right, so I think everybody has like a different level of grit and toughness to them. Like some people are just really tough people. They can just do things through sheer determination and like, screw you, I'm gonna do it because you told me no. And that's what I think this next guy is. That being said, I want to make it clear, don't smoke cigarettes. I don't endorse smoking cigarettes. I think cigarettes are bad for you. But this, I couldn't lie, was just so funny. Chinese man, 50, runs marathon in under 3.5 hours while smoking cigarettes. You know this all transpired because he was at work one day and they were talking about like marathons, right? And the guy was like, no, I could probably run a marathon in under 3.5 hours. And his coworkers were like, dude, you're 50 and you smoke. There's no way you'd be able to run a marathon, let alone one under 3.5 hours. And he's like, all right, here, hold my beer. I will be right back in 3.5 hours exactly. How do you even run while chain smoking? I feel like once you really get going, you got to start taking those deep breaths. Is that just like super smoking? You're just smoking a cigarette every time you breathe in? This is definitely just something he did out of sheer determination. There's no way this wasn't a pleasant time, or was a pleasant time, sorry. Like, there's no way he was in the middle of the run. Oh, this feels amazing. He's probably like, I need to keep smoking because it's the only thing that's going to be able to keep me going because this sucks so much. 26 miles, bro. That's not like a little kiddie run. Everybody can like run half a mile. Well, maybe not everybody, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I could see how somebody could run half a mile smoking a cigarette. 26 miles chain smoking cigarettes? How many packs of cigarettes was that, dude? Did he do that thing from the 50s where they used to have the cigarettes like rolled up in the sleeves of their t-shirt just so they were easily accessible? Running a marathon is quite a grueling athletic feat, specifically on the lungs and respiratory system. Now imagine deliberately making that even more grueling by adding cigarettes. That's what a runner in the recent Zhejiang Marathon in Jindai, China chose to do. On November 6th, a runner that goes by the name Uncle Chen ran in the marathon in 3 hours and 28 minutes while chain smoking cigarettes, according to Canadian Running. After the race, photos of Uncle Chen chain smoking surfaced on the Chinese social media app Weibo, and they have since gone viral. When people online began questioning the legitimacy of the accomplishment, marathon organizers shared his finishing certificate from the marathon, and he finished 574th out of a group of nearly 1,500 competitors, all while smoking. Sorry if I butchered any pronunciations, I tried my best, but, it's one thing to even finish a marathon chain smoking cigarettes. It's another thing to beat almost 1,000 people at the race while you are running and smoking cigarettes. Imagine being someone that trained for like years. You were really bent on getting your best marathon time. You're watching every YouTube guide. You're doing the most intense stretches. You're pretty sure that you hired a sports psychologist just to get you over the hump of running this marathon. And you're 13 miles in, you're exhausted, you don't have much left in the tank, dude. You're like, crap, I'm gonna have to give up. All of a sudden, this guy, on his 15th cigarette of the race, runs by you like it's the most effortless thing ever. In my mind, I'm imagining he just did it in normal clothes too, like not running shoes, not shorts. Like, I imagine him in just whatever he wears to work, like jeans and some shoes, bro. Like, I'm imagining this guy just really running by you in the most casual way ever and being like, pick it up, slowpoke. And in that moment, your heart is just crushed because all the years you put into training means nothing because homie really just lapped you while smoking his 5th pack of Marlboro Reds from the race. It's impressive. I don't condone smoking cigarettes, I feel like this generation, because he's older, they kind of smoke cigarettes. We all kind of realize probably not the best idea. I'm not saying you're the worst if you smoke cigarettes. It's just not good for, that's kind of not up for debate. And a lot of my family members smoke and stuff, and they'll argue with me sometimes. They'll be like, well, it's not that bad. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. I'm not saying that I'm going to think less of you. Like, if you smoke cigarettes, who cares, right? At the end of the day, your life, your choice. I'm just saying, don't delude yourself and pretend it's healthy. Not many people out there have the ability to do what this guy did and chain smoke cigarettes while running a marathon. All right, so this next one, we're going to go to the NFL, but not to talk about the sport itself, but a guy that ended up retiring from the NFL because he got a bigger bag somewhere else.